Hello.
Good day everyone, my name is Lalaine Nunag from FSM 24, presenting my research which titled The Determination of Selling Price of Food Production. First, let's tackle the introduction first. The revenue of a company depends on three control parameters, namely production cost, volume sold, and price. The first action to improve competitiveness were developed to reduce production costs and increase market shares. So, kailangan dito po sa research ko na to, umiikot po kung paano po mapapatubo, mas mabibenta, kung ilang yung mga products na mabibenta sa'yo at counting tips para mas lalo lumago yung market mo. Second, objectives. First bullet, increase the market share in order to decrease the long-term production cost reaching a given return of investment. So, kailangan mas nag-increase yung market share mo para magbaba yung long-term mo ng production cost para mas makakuha ka pa ng mas maraming investment. Second bullet, maximize the revenue in order to maximize long-term profit by increasing market share and lowering cost. So, sometimes, kailangan mo ding magbaba ng presyo para mas marami pang maakit sa mga paninda mo, mas maraming bumili at mas marami ka pang mabibenta. Third bullet, maintain price leadership. Minsan kailangan mo mag-maintain sa isang price which is dun nag-i-stick yung mga customer na nagpapabalik-balik sila sa'yo pero depende rin yun sa product na ibibenta mo. Fourth bullet, maximize unit profit margin. Useful when number of items sold is forecasted to be low. Kailangan din, diba, dapat, minsan, diba, may mga wholesale. Kailangan, pag mas marami yung nabili mo, dun mag-maximize yung quantity ng product na binibenta mo. So, mas binababaan mo yung price, parang wholesaler price. Fifth bullet, reach high quality to level position the product as the leader. So, kailangan may level ka din para maging leader mo. Leader mo yung sarili mo. Kailangan mas mag-reach ka pa ng high quality na magpo-position sa'yo na maging product ka as a leader. Third, content. How goods price in the market. So, dito na iikot yung research ko. First, underpricing. Pricing your products for too low, a cost can have a disastrous impact on your bottom line. Even though owners often believe this is what they ought to do in a down economy. So, minsan, di ba, merong mga Chinese, lalo na sa Divisoria, mas nagbababa sila ng prices kaysa sa mga Pilipino para mas mabilis mabenta yung paninda nila. Second, overpricing. On the flip side, overpricing a product can be just as detrimental since the buyer is always going to be looking at your competitor's pricing. So, syempre, means, hindi lang naman ikaw ang nagbebenta ng ganitong product, hindi lang naman ikaw nagbebenta ng ganitong product. So, kailangan mo rin tumitingin ka rin ng presyo sa may competitors mo. It's either, bababaan mo, or itataas mo palalo. Selling price. The selling price is the sum total of the cost price and the profit margin set by the seller. The profit margin or loss is always represented as percentage of cost price. So, kailangan, mas nag-i-stick ka rin daw sa may selling price mo. Cost price. The cost price is the total outlay required to produce a product or carry out a service. Cost price is used in establishing profitability in the following ways. So, kailangan yung cost price mo rin, dun pumapasok yung paglalagay mo ng profit or tubo dun sa may product mo para kumita din yung company mo. How to price your products? Factors to consider. Know the market. You need to find out how much more customers will pay as well as how much competitors charge. You can then decide whether to match or beat them. Simply matching a price is dangerous, though you need to be sure all your costs, both direct and indirect, are covered. So, kailangan alamin mo muna yung market na pagpupwestuhan mo ng products mo. So, kung sa Divisoria, syempre, mas marami kang makakalaban dun dahil mas marami at mas malaking bangketa yun. Marami kang kalaban sa mga products mo. Hindi mo rin masasabi na kung yung isang to is good product ba or good quality or yung sa kabila good quality ba or good product. product. Choose the best pricing technique. Cost plus pricing involves adding a markup percentage to cost. This will vary between products, businesses, and sectors. Value-based pricing is determined by how much value your customer attach to your product. Decide what your pricing strategy is before making a calculation. Choose the best pricing technique. So, kailangan mas nag-iisip ka rin kung paano mo siya pepresyuhan. Kino-compute mo rin dapat kung paano siya tumutubo and paano makukuha yung tubo mo. Work out your cost. Include all direct costs, including money, spent development a product or service. Then calculate your variable cost. The more you make or sell, the higher this will be. Work out what percentage of your fixed cost the product needs to be covered. Add all of these costs together and divide by volume to produce a unit break-even figure. So, kailangan daw, mas nag-work out yung cost mo. Kung yung cost kasi, yun yung profit na tinutubo, yung profit, yung tubo mo, na pinapatong mo doon sa product na nakuha mo sa reseller price. So, kailangan mag-manage ka pa rin ng cost mo and dapat doon pa rin siya umiikot. Consider cost plus pricing. You will need to add a margin or markup to your break-even point. This is usually expressed as a percentage of break-even. Industry norms or experience or market knowledge will help you decide the level of markup. If the price looks too high, trim your cost and reduce the price accordingly. Be aware of the limitations of cost plus pricing because it works on the assumption you will sell all units. If you don't, your profit is lower. So, kailangan maging matalino ka talaga sa pagpapatong ng presyo ng products mo. Kasi may iba, mas binababa nila yung presyo nila para mas maraming bumili sa kanila. Tapos yung iba naman, tinataasan yung presyo, pero minsan naman yung mga customer bumibili doon kasi kino-consider nila na pag mas mahal, mas maganda yung quality. Set a value-based price. You'll need to know your market well to set a value price. For example, the cost to bring a hairdryer to market might be 350 pesos, but you might be able to charge customer 500 pesos if this is the market value. So, kung ikaw, nagdagdag ako ng 150 pesos sa may binigay ng reseller price na 350. So, yung 150 pesos na yun, papasok yun sa profit ko, sa cost price ko. It depends on you kung paano mo siya tutubuan at kung paano mo palalaguin yung business mo. Think about other factors. You might need to calculate different prices for different territories, markets, or sales you make online. Siyempre, bago ka kumuha nga naman na reseller, kailangan maghanap ka muna ng mas mababa. At kung saan mas makakasure ka yung quality nila is maganda. Tapos, kailangan din mag-calculate ka para malaman mo kung magkano mo siya itubo. At kung titingnan mo rin, dapat kung sino yung mga competitors mo na ganun din ba yung pricing nila or hindi, or mas mababa ba or mas mataas. Siyempre, pag mas mataas yung sa kalaban mo, mas dadagdagan, mas bababaan mo pa. So, kung mas bababa naman sa kalaban mo, it depends sa'yo kung papantayan mo lang ba siya or masaangatan mo ng kaunti. Stay on your toes. Prices can seldom be fixed for long. Your costs, customers, and competitors can change. So, you will have to shift your prices to keep up with the market. Keep an eye on what's going on and talk to your customers regularly to make sure your prices remain optimal. So, kailangan, di ba, merong iba na nagtitinda, mas sinesales stock nila yung customer nila na sinasabi nila na yung product nila iba sa ganito, yung product nila iba sa kanila, yung product nila iba na mas matibay, na mas maganda yung quality. So, yung mga customer, pag nasa-sales stock sila, mas nagkakaroon sila ng eagerness na bumili dun sa may company na yun or sa may business na yun. When to raise prices and how? You should always be testing new prices, new offers, and new combinations of benefit and premiums to help you sell more of your product at a better price. Test new offers each month. Raise the price and offer a new and unique bonus or special service for the customer. Measure the increase or decrease in the volume of the product you sell and the total gross profit dollars you generate. So, kailangan, pag nagre-raise ka ng prices mo sa market, kailangan paiba-iba ka rin kada buwan. Kumbaga, iniikot-ikot mo yung prices mo at kung saan mas papatok, syempre mas dun ka mag-i-stick. So, kailangan, nagiging matalinong leader ka rin or nagiging matalinong boss ka rin kung paano palaguin yung company mo or business mo. When to lower prices and how. You may realize that you have missed your target audience by pricing your products too high. You can always choose to discount your products or give customers something for free in order to get them to try your product or generate traffic to your storefront or website. Sometimes, merong mga ganyan na pag tumataas yung product mo, kahit may customer ka na, pag nakahanap sila ng mas mababa, dun sila bibili. At alam nila na maganda rin yung quality. So, minsan, kung mataas yung product mo, syempre, kailangan mo rin minsan magbigay ng freebies. Karamihan talaga na nagaganyan freebies like Shopee, minsan nagbibigay sila ng free shipping special every 99, 88, 77 of the month. Kailangan magbibigay ka rin ng freebies para mas lalo lumago yung business mo. Setting your price. Setting the price of your product is a strange concept for agricultural producers. They are used to producing commodities when the price is dictated them. Profit is determined by being able to produce it for less than that price. So, dapat kapag magpa-price ka ng product mo, mas tinataasan mo daw. Kailangan, minsan kasi, may mga products na pag tinataasan mo, parang mas bumababa yung agricultural producers. Parang nagiging strange siya para gawin mo yun na magtaas ka ng price mo. Kasi may tendency na bumagsak yung company mo or business mo. May tendency na bumaba yung cost mo, bumaba yung investment mo, bumaba yung market share mo. Kaya kailangan mas maging matalino ka lalo na pag sa pagpa-price ng mga products. Based on cost production. The cost of producing a product is not a fixed number but varies depending on the amount you produce. As production increases, fixed costs are spread over more units of production, reducing the cost per unit. In addition to just covering cost, you may want the cost of production to include a predetermined profit level or a return on investment in the business. Dito sa based on cost production, dapat daw, kung ilan yung nagagawa mong product sa isang araw, dapat ganun mo rin daw pinapresyo yung dun ka rin nagbabari or dun ka rin nagbe-base kung paano mo pepresyuhan yung product mo. Break-even selling price. The first step in using this approach is to compute the selling price needed to cover the cost of producing and marketing the product. So, kailangan kapag magbibigay ka ng patong dun sa nakuha mo sa reseller price, kailangan magkaroon ka muna ng approach, i-compute mo kung paano gagawa yung company mo or kung paano tatakbo yung business mo, kung paano siya tutubo, kung paano tataas investment, kung paano tataas ang market shares. Break-even sales volume. Another way of looking at the break-even analysis is to pick a selling price at which you believe you can sell your product and then calculate how much product you need to produce and sell to break even. Sometimes, di ba, merong mga nagre-reseller or kunwari direct ka na nagtitinda ng ganito. Karamihan ngayong pandemic, mas marami bumibili ng mga face shield, face mask, mga damit, pang seller price, mga ukay-ukay, live selling, online selling. Siyempre, dapat kapag nagbibigay ka ng pricing, depende pa rin yun sa kung ilan yun na-produce mo sa isang araw. For example, nag-produce ka ng 50 pieces na milk tea. So, depende sa yun kung paano mo siya papatungan or kung naka-fix ka na talaga ng pricing sa pagbebenta mo dun sa may business mo. Cost plus profit pricing. The cost plus profit approach involves adding a predetermined profit per unit to the cost of production to compute sale price. So, kailangan kapag nagpapatong ka ng cost plus profit approach mo, kailangan may determined price ka na sa cost plus mo para yun na lang yung dun ka na lang babase kung paano mo siya pepresyuhan, kung paano mo siya tutubuhan. Target return pricing. The target return approach involves computing a target rate of return on your investment in the business and adding this to the sale price. So, kailangan, kapag may target return pricing ka, doon pumapasok na may target rate ka. Kunwari, sa isang araw, kailangan maka 1,000 kang damit, maka 1,000 kayong bili ng damit or gawa ng damit, kailangan makabenta kayo or makagawa kayo ng 1,000 pieces na ganun para pumasok yun sa investment nyo at yun dadagdag pa yun sa may sale price niya. Based on perceived buyer value. With this approach, price is based on the perceived value of the product in the eyes of the buyer. To use this method segment of the market to identify the type of buyer who will value the product the most. For example, teenagers value video games more than retired people. The market segment that values your product the most is your target market on which you want to focus your marketing and promotional efforts. So, it is important to identify the target market for your product. So, kailangan ba pag nagbenta ka ng beauty products, kailangan ba gagamit nun ay matanda? Siyempre, may binabagayan din yung bebenta mong product. For example, nagbebenta ka ng massager. So, mas patok yun sa mga taong nagtatrabaho na, sa taong pamilyado na, sa mga lolo't lola na sumasakit lagi yung katawan. So, kung magbebenta ka naman ng damit, lip tints, syempre, mas papatok yun sa teenagers, which is yun yung main goal mo na kailangan mas mabebenta siya dun sa may taong yun. Na mas magbibigay sa'yo ng magandang investment or ng magandang pakisamahan sa customer. So, kailangan mas maging matalino ka, lalo na kapag meron kang buyer, kapag yung pricing decision mo dapat nakadepende sa kung sino yung consumer, kung kukuha ba is malaking kumpanya or yung tao lang, syempre, mas bibigyan mo ng malaking discount yung kumpanya. Kasi mas malaki at mas maraming kukuha nun, depende dun sa tao. Kasi sa tao, minsan, iilang piraso lang. Pag sa company, minsan, karamihan, wholesaler, ganyan. Depende kasi yan kung paano mo i-handle yung pagpa-pricing decision mo. Kung depende sa'yo, kung sino yung bibili. Price is indicator of quality. In certain circumstances, consumers believe that price is an indicator of the quality of a product. This is more common when consumers have no other way for determining quality. So in some situations, raising the price may lead to increased sales. However, when information on your product features and brand are taken into account, the perception of quality based on price goes away. So karamihan talaga ng lalo na yung mga nanay, mga tatay, kapag sinasabi nila na mas mahal dun, siguro mas maganda yung quality ng product nila. Or mas mahal dito kasi sa tingin mo, hindi naman sila magmamahal kung pangit yung product quality nila. Minsan kasi pag nagdepende sa price mo kung ano yung quality ng binebenta mo. Kasi minsan doon nagbabari yung customers, doon sila bumabase kung bibilhin ba nila or kung pag mas mahal, doon ba sila bibili or kung sa mas mura. Kasi minsan pag sinasabi nila, ay mura, baka mabilis masira. O, doon tayo sa mahal kasi mas sure tayo doon sa big quality. Minsan ganun kasi mindset, lalo na yung mga magulang ko. Based on the price of competitors' product, the cost of producing marketing a product provides the minimum price you should charge for your product. Conversely, the demand of or perceived value of the product in the eyes of the buyer provides the maximum price you charge based on the price of competitor's product. So, syempre, hindi lang naman ikaw yung nagbebenta ng ganitong product. Hindi lang naman ikaw yung nagbebenta ng ganito. Hindi lang naman ikaw nagbebenta ng damit, hindi lang naman ikaw yung nagbebenta ng lip tints, hindi lang naman ikaw yung nagbebenta ng prutas, ng mga gamit sa bahay. So, kailangan din depende ka rin kung sino yung mga competitors mo. Titignan mo kung mas mababa sila or mas mataas ka. Pero, syempre, kung magbababa ka ng price, syempre, dapat mas maging mautak ka lang kung paano ka tutubo. Kasi karamihan minsan na nagbababa ng price, minsan nalulugi. Value pricing. Buyers make an evaluation of your product by comparing it to competitors' products. This evaluation is based on quality and price. In this instance, quality is defined as how closely the product meets the needs of the buyer. So, yun, minsan, di ba, minsan yung mga customer, ay, siguro, kaya mahal sa'yo, kasi mas maganda yung quality kaysa dun sa kabila, mura kasi baka mababa lang yung quality, baka ma-disappoint lang ako, baka mabilis masira. Karamihan kasi ng mga customer ganun mag-isip, mas iniisip nila pag mas mahal, mas sure sila dun sa may quality ng product. New product pricing strategies. Pricing a new product that you are introducing to the market provides additional advantages and challenges. Educating the buyers on what your product is and why they want to purchase it is important. However, Pricing your product when the buyer is just learning about your product and before you have competitors is unique. So, minsan, di ba, kailangan sinisales stock mo din yung customer mo, sinasabihan mo sila na maganda yung product mo para mas bumili pa sila sa'yo. Mas umikot dun kung paano mo siya matututunan or paano mo mapapaalam sa customer mo mas maganda yung products mo, and sa sales stock mo pa lang, it depends sa kanila kung bibili sila or hindi. Pero minsan kasi may mga customer na nadadala sa sales. Scheming. If you're bringing a new product to a target market, a price scheming strategy may be employed. With this strategy, the price is set high with the intention of selling up to a relatively small portion of your target market, just those high-end users who are willing to pay a premium price for your product. Although you don't sell a large quantity of product, your profit margin on each unit is large. A danger of using the scheming strategy is that competitors will enter the market and undercut your price. So, minsan kasi, kapag may mga company na nagsabi na maganda yung products mo, mas kumukuha sila sa'yo. Syempre, bababaan mo yung price. Kumbaga, magdadirect sila sa'yo. Bababaan mo yung price. Then, pag binenta nila, sila na yung tutubo. Kumbaga, tutubuhan nila yung mga binibigay mo products sa kanila na mas mag-increase yung market share. So, parehas kayong kumikita, tumutubo yung market share mo and investment mo, tumutubo din yung kanyo. Markup pricing by intermediate. The price you set for your product may not be the price paid by the consumer. The consumer's price may be much higher. If you plan to use intermediaries such as distributors, wholesalers, and retailers to distribute and market your product, they will mark up your price to cover their cost. So, minsan, di ba, may nagbibigay na may wholesaler price. Kunwari, umorder ako ng damit. Yung damit na yun binibenta for 150. Pag retail lang, pag isang piraso lang. Pero minsan nagbibigay ng wholesaler price yung mga nagtitinda. Kunwari, pag bumili ka ng 130 pesos na lang yung damit na ibebenta sa'yo per each, ay di naka-discount ka ng 100 pesos if ever bibili ka ng 5 pieces ng damit na binibenta niya. So, minsan, naku-cover nun yung markup pricing mo na hindi nila iisipin na ang laki-laki ng tubo mo. Pero, ang iisipin nila nun is, nagbibigay ka ng sale, so mas mababa sa'yo. Mas nagbibigay ka ng reseller price, wholesaler price, retailer price, mas mababa sa'yo. So, yun yung papatok sa isip nila. So, dun matatapos yung aking presentation sa aking research. Thank you po!